This is Richard Wolff with another EconoMinute. It's now the silly season of presidential politics. Trump and Clinton will be going at each other, telling all kinds of stories about one another and about themselves for months and months and months. What are the economics that separate Clinton and Trump? And what are the economics that unify them as very little different at all? Let's take a look. When it comes to Mr. Trump, his pitch is clear. The economy isn't doing real well. It's in fact a disaster, and many people are suffering, and he, Trump, represents the man who's going to change it, who's going to fix it. Nothing so similar as Obama in 2008, explaining that George Bush was presiding over a terrific collapse of capitalism, and that he, Mr. Obama, representing hope and change, would fix it. What is Mr. Trump going to do? Well, it's very vague. He's going to slap a tariff on foreign goods. Well, I doubt that either the Congress or the Chamber of Commerce or all the big corporations who've invested trillions in China, India, Brazil, and elsewhere in order to produce cheaply there and ship it back to America, they're not going to let him do that, I wouldn't guess. And even if he got his way, which I doubt, and forces Mexicans, Muslims, and God knows who else out of the country, that's not going to solve our problems either. That's just scapegoating disguised as economic policy. And what about Mrs. Clinton? Well, she says things aren't so bad, that it just needs a steady hand, hers, rather than wild suggestions for change, Trump's, and the little adjustments she proposes to make will just fix everything that needs to be fixed without shaking anything that we're all scared to see shaken. She's steady, he's crazy. She says, he says, an old story. What do they share? Two things of importance. One, neither of them ever questions the economic system. It's as if, even though we've been suffering for many years, even though the crash of 2008 was the second collapse of capitalism in 75 years, even though it's lasting longer than anyone saw and cutting deeper than anyone imagined, questioning the system is not acceptable. On that, Clinton and Trump could not be in greater denial and in greater agreement. And both of them also understand that it really doesn't matter so much what you say on the TV and in the newspaper, because this is all about the money. Raising the money to pump the world full of your paid advertisements that picture you as wonderful and your opponent as awful, and we have to look at it and see it. Mostly the economics of this presidential race is about the system crisis which neither candidate and neither party is prepared to confront. This is Richard Wolff with EconoMinute.